We got our first peek at Jeff Holland, linebacker. What do you make of him getting a more prominent role on defense there?
He did a nice job in the game. Obviously he's been practicing for us. We know he has some ability to rush, but just watching him, what he did, it wasn't too big for him. Thought he rushed the passer pretty good. Thought he played physical. So moving forward, man, we look for big things from him.
He was a guy who didn't test through the roof of the combine, but when you watch him play, is there some difference in how he tests and how he plays in some of those live scenarios, or how do you make sense of that?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how he tested, but those numbers at the combine don't equate to playing football all the time. And you can see he has a natural ability to rush the passer. All the stuff in terms of playing the run, being a first, second down player, that's something that we'll see the more he plays.
It's about the team, but would it still mean something for Bradley to break that rookie sack record?
Yeah, I mean, what you said at first was right. It's all about the team, but I think it's an accomplishment that'll be big for him. And if he's getting those sacks, that means we're playing well, so I don't have a problem with that.
Justin Simmons is still not he's played every snap this year. Has he had the kind of progress that you expected going into the season? We put a lot of stuff on Justin's plate. He's played both safety positions. He's played the nickel position on our base. He's played dime. He played nickel on our sub. He played corner the last game because we didn't have any. But I think he's a very valuable player to us, but I think just based on everything that happened this year, we probably put a little too much on him. But he's still playing well for us. We'd like to have him play one position, but right now we just can't do it. When you're down to one corner, you just have a short amount of time to figure it out. Had you had a scenario for that in mind?
I have not. So that one was a little nervous. I was a little nervous about it, but the secondary coaches, we all got together. We did a nice job in terms of how we were going to personnel it and what calls we could make. That was the biggest thing, is just making sure that we weren't putting somebody in a position where they could get isolated.
Okay.
It did hurt you though, didn't it, on that touchdown drive?
Yeah, we was in one of our calls that we called down there a lot, and it just didn't get executed perfectly. We could have got some more help underneath, and Justin could have played it just a little bit better.
Do you have to tweak the defense moving forward a bit because you have a few new corners on that?
No, because they've all been practicing the system. They know what we do. It's just a matter of just keeping those guys healthy.
Joe, can you just walk us through, when you know you're down to one corner, what do you do? Go to Marcus and Craig, or what do you do with them?
Well, first, I had a little talk with myself because I panicked a little bit. But that's what I did. I went over, I got with Emrock, because I wanted to make sure, because we knew we had to put a safety at corner, we had to put a safety at the deep safety position, and also make sure we were good at the dime. So we just talked it through and just felt like we were trying to get the best matchups in terms of guys understanding that position and their ability to play it.
How much time do you think you had from the moment you're told you got one corner to?
How much time? Well, I think once that happened, I think there was a turnover. So it was kind of pretty quick. So we just went with what we had, and I just made some easier calls.
Cook, maybe the big challenge for you?
He is. He's very talented. I mean, he has that size. I mean, you look at him on tape, you think he's a receiver, a big receiver. But he has size. He can run. He's really catching the ball well. I mean, he's a leading receiver. So without any question, man, it's going to be a huge challenge. We're going to have to put multiple people on him and do some things coverage-wise, if it becomes a problem.
They do some of the same things the 49ers do.
Well, that's the thing I was telling the guys, is that, when I was a little, I don't know what you want to call it, slappy, down in Tampa, it was me, Kyle Shanahan, and Jeremy Bates, on offense. And then when those guys left, Sean McVay came in. So they were all with Coach Grew. He kind of groomed those guys, so I'm sure he watched their tapes.
All right.
Thank you, Joe.
That's it. Hey, Merry Christmas.
You too.
I hope Santa is good to you guys.